I like this isn't gonna be a full like review video on my first experience with this K1, but this is gonna be a review video on my first print with the K1. I love this thing. This machine is amazing. You coming from the Ender 3 Pro to the CR10S to now this K1 Max, it's just like going from the Stone Age into the future because everything that this thing has to offer. If you've seen the beginning of the video, you see that I have a full time lapse. I know you guys probably remember my old ones, which looked something like this, where I had to keep recording, stopping, recording, stopping, and trying to get something good. Now, built into this printer, it does it all for you. It has lights in there, everything, and it even condenses down the video for you, so it's only like about 20 something seconds. Couple gigs of storage that it actually takes up. This thing like makes me feel so comfortable because with that camera as well, straight from my cell phone or from my computer, I can actually watch in real time what's actually going on with the print. So a lot of my prints I always do while I'm over the weekend while I'm at home, just because I never really want to come home to a big thing of spaghetti string. But now I can actually watch on my phone what the printer's doing. And if I do see something, not only does this come with auto detection, but I'll also be able to stop the print straight from my phone. Don't even let me get started on the capabilities with this auto leveling. Now, with all the good, of course, there was something that I did have to tell or reveal that I did have a little bit of hard time with or struggle with, at least for this print, which was kind of the first layer. As you can see, I didn't really do any of my techniques. Obviously, I could have cleaned all of this up, sanding, bondo, the whole nine, and made that go away. But I didn't want to do that so you guys can actually see this. Now, I'm not sure if this happened because of the temperatures that I had with this new Hyper PLA. This was my first go at it. So I kind of just downloaded this file and just went with it just straight as it was. As I started to mess with some of the temperatures, not only from the nozzle, but for the bed, I started to see better adhesion along with glue sticks. I'll show you why. That's kind of a little bit funny why I should actually use the glue sticks and I didn't in the beginning. But we're moving a couple settings around. I at least got this to stick a lot better. But for this surface, I'm not sure why the layer lines came out like this. It didn't happen like this on all of my prints. I also made these pumpkin bombs. And as you can see here, the first layer, this was printed in this orientation, as were the rest. This actually came out pretty good. So did the others. So I'm gonna try maybe a raft. Most of my other prints aren't gonna have at least that much onto the face, but maybe with the raft, since it sets that layer out first, the rest of the print will come out a lot better. But overall, for the speeds that you get, the quality that you get, at the price point that you get, and with all the functions that you get with this printer, I'm not going to really complain about anything like this at all. I mean, just look at the texture on this. Most of these prints I'm not gonna really have to sand anymore. It's just gonna be adding technology. That's why I pretty much made this one. So now instead of like the first pumpkin bomb that I made, I actually split this in half, which is huge because now I actually got rid of slicer, which is not even that is so big. This slice came out perfect. Everything lined up perfect. This was my first go with it. So now you can cut models straight from the new platform that the K1 Max comes with. But with the speed that this thing prints at now, I'm going to definitely be printing these helmets in one shot. So a lot of my methods are going to be changing. A lot of my processes are going to be changing. So definitely stay tuned because like I said, this isn't my full first review. There's still a lot more that goes on with the slicer, how to use the slicer, how you can adjust different settings in the slicer, you guys' favorite. So definitely stay tuned for that and for more of my upcoming builds. As always, it's BZ Comics. Peace.